Welcome to How to Cook That. I'm Reardon and today we're making a chocolate raspberry tart. It has a crisp pastry base with a velvety chocolate filling balanced by the tartness of fresh raspberries and of course decorated with some dark chocolate swirls. To make the pastry you'll need sugar, 1 egg, flour and butter. Add the butter to the flour and then using your fingers grab some butter and flour and begin to squash the butter into the flour. Grab some more and squash and rub it between your thumbs and your fingers so that you're rubbing the butter into that flour. All of the ingredient quantities for this recipe are listed on the howtocookthat.net website in grams and ounces and cups and everything that you need wherever you are in the world, and I'll link you to that recipe in the description below this video. Keep going, rubbing it until it looks like breadcrumbs, so there are no more large pieces of butter, it's all rubbed into the flour. Add the sugar and just stir that through using a spoon, and then lightly whisk your egg and add that in too. Stir it in, and then using your fingers, squeeze the mixture to form a ball. And you'll notice we didn't knead the dough. And that's because we want the pastry to crumble in your mouth a bit more like a shortbread. If you knead it, you develop the gluten in the flour, which will make the dough have a tougher texture. Place that onto some plastic wrap, squash it down, put more plastic wrap on top, and then roll it out. Remove your top plastic wrap, and I'm using a loose based baking tin, and just line the bottom of that with a circle of non-stick baking paper. Lift up your pastry, still on the plastic wrap underneath, and flip it over onto the base. Peel off the plastic and trim around the edge of the circle. Take the other half of your tin, put it over the top, and lock it back into place. Roll the remaining pastry into a snake and flatten it out between 2 sheets of plastic wrap using your rolling pin, and just make a long strip there. Peel off the top plastic and then using a ruler and a sharp pizza cutter, cut a strip of pastry. Cut right through the plastic underneath so that we can use that to pick up the pastry. And if you use a ruler for this, it will help you get it exactly even all the way around your tart. Pick up your strip and starting at one end, gently place it around the edge of the tin there. And once it's in place, then we can just use our finger to smooth it off all around the edge, just in case you've dented it a bit and made it uneven when you were putting it in. Then peel off the plastic and repeat that with another strip for the other half. Using the plastic wrap like this just allows you to be able to pick up and handle this really soft pastry dough. If you didn't use the plastic, it'd be really quite hard to put it into place. Putting it in a strip around the edge using the ruler this way rather than just pushing the whole way in also just gives it that modern perfect look to it rather than the sort of rustic home look. You can just put all the pastry in and do it rough if you're after more of a rustic look. Line the base with non-stick baking paper and add ceramic baking weights on top. If you don't have these, it doesn't matter. You can use dried beans or even rice. It just weights down the pastry while it's baking so that we can blind bake it so that the pastry shell can cook. Place that in the oven until it's lightly browned. Then remove it from the oven and take out those weights and the paper, and then put it back in the oven so that the base at the bottom can crisp up. Once it's golden brown, remove it from the oven and just set it to one side to cool. To make the yummy filling, you'll need milk, cream, milk chocolate, dark chocolate, egg yolks and sugar. Firstly, mix together the sugar and the egg yolks. Then place your chocolate into a bowl. In a saucepan, pour in your cream and your milk and heat it until it just starts to boil. Then using a fork, whisk in the egg yolks and the sugar mixture, making sure you keep whisking the whole time that you're adding that and stir it. And this will be ready almost immediately. You can check if it's done by either using a candy thermometer to see if it's at 186F or 85C, or looking at the back of a spoon. If you just wipe your finger across, if no drips come down across that line, it's ready. Or you can tip the pan, and if it's starting to stick to the bottom, it is definitely ready, probably a little bit over ready. Remove it from the heat and immediately pour it through a fine sieve onto the chocolate. And the sieve just gets rid of any of those little lumps if it's slightly overdone. Unlock your pastry tin and remove the sides so that you've just got your shell there, and then pick up the shell and place it onto a plate, making sure you don't have the baking paper still on it. Now stir your chocolate cream mixture and that hot liquid will have melted the chocolate. Keep stirring until it's all combined and smooth. Now every week I still have subscribers saying they're not getting notified when I upload a new video like this one. The best solution for that is to subscribe through my website, and then you will get an email the moment that a new video is up, and you can do that just by clicking on this link and you can subscribe there. Pour that chocolate mixture into the pastry case until it is just brimming at the top, and then gently tap it to bring any air bubbles to the surface, and then put that whole thing in the fridge to set. To make your chocolate decorations, tip some tempered dark chocolate onto some acetate and drag over a metal comb. Now you can get the acetate from a office supply store as a book cover or a project cover, you can get them there. You can get the metal combs from cake decorating stores or from hardware stores as a tile and glue spreader, they have them there. Lift the acetate and gently roll it and place it into something round like a cup just to hold it into position while it sets. Once the tart is firm, you can add raspberries to the top, starting at the outside and working your way all the way around the edge, then do another circle and another circle till you get to the middle. Remove the acetate from your chocolate to separate those swirls and arrange them one at a time on the top, poking one end into the tart to make it look pretty. And you have a beautiful velvety chocolate raspberry tart. If you love chocolate, give the thumbs up and share the video with a friend. Subscribe to How to Cook That for more cakes, chocolates and desserts. Click here to go to the website for all of my recipes, here for my other videos on YouTube, and here for last week's piping bag hacks you should know video. Have a great week and I'll see you all on Friday.